A sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. The Bears at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 3rd and long. It's Fields. Over the middle, it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. From the gun, a run for Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
On 4th down, Fields. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. first carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. They run for it with Harris. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. An option handoff given to Harris. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And they run with Harris off the option. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. We're scoreless after one. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears will take over here just shy of the 30. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Fields. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
I have to tell you, Brandon, I feel like a coach right now because I'm wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, you're always taught, don't let someone cross your face. If they want to go outside, it's okay. But they make that outside fake, cut back inside, off into great success.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now it's Fields. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, Fields. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago!
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. An option handoff given to Harris. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Looking deep downfield. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. 2nd and 10, Fields again. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Santos' kick is up and through. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From just inside the 20, a short kick. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year, 10th overall, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Second and 1. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Looking for Ross again. He finds him again. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row. 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Vikings are back within a score. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. On second down, Johnson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field, things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
No gain on the play there, second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 31.
To the 27-yard line.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2nd and 6. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 14. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they run with Harris off the option. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's the option play now to the left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. 2nd and 6 just inside the 30. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Johnson. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Up the middle, Johnson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A give up the middle to Johnson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep...
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
One last throw here for Fields.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Minnesota, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.